Give it a minute, Malibu. We'll give it a minute. Get us lemon water. I know, I see you. Gonna have to lay down. Gonna have to lay down. We'll give it a minute. Let people come in. Let people come in. Hi, Miriam. Water on there. Malibu keeps messing my light up. She keeps making it change. All right, you have to stay over there. Stay over here. There you go. There you go. Hi, Dawn is relaxing with crafting. I don't know if have I met you, Dawn, or you changed your name? It got a little dark again because of the cat. Gonna have to move, baby. Gonna have to move. Not enough room. Oh my gosh. Malibu. She's been up here all morning. Hi, Pamela. Thank you, by the way, Pamela. Thank you so much. If you have a sticker that you'd like, let me know. I will write it down. A couple of stickers that you'd like, Pamela. Tell me, do you know what they are? Do you know which ones you like? I'll write it down if you have a couple stickers that you would like. Hi, Debbie Bruce. Kitty Jen. Changing your name from Dawn. Okay, so you're just, okay, gotcha. All right, Dawn. Karen, good to see you, Karen. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Terry, Brett, Starla, and Megs, and Lar. Okay, Miriam. Let's see who else. Does it look a little? It does look a little dark. I think Malibu threw my lighting off. Let's turn it back up just a tad. I'm going to put a big sheet of white paper out here, so it's going to be all jacked up again anyway. So when we start a piece, let's see. I know. She's right here. She's right here by my feet. Let's see. Nashua, Brooke with an E, Chris, CK. So yeah, I'm gonna work again with, and I did order another one of these because I like the backs and fronts of both of them so much. Well, I like them both, but so I did order another one of these, and yeah. But we're gonna work with these two today, plus other just regular collage stuff. I was gonna work in my books, but I'm not sure if I want to work in my books or make a bigger piece. You know? I can do a smaller one, but the windows and doors, they're not real tiny. And I don't know. But if I work on a big piece, it may not get done today. That's the only thing. Whereas if I work on a smaller one like in here, it probably would. Let's look. I haven't decided yet. So I have been varnishing a lot of my pieces. And by the way, I already have an idea for the background, so I'm going to have to look through here. This has not been varnished. I'd have to look through here to see what kind of background is in, will work with what I've got in mind. And, or if I just want to start a new one. So let me just flip through real quick. So what's everybody else been up to? Happy hump day. Happy wonderful Wednesday. This one may work. This one may work. It's a little busy though. This one could work too. The flowers might have to go. Let me put a post-it note, or I can just go big. I pulled a piece out to do this big. So I can either work in the books, which I probably should work in the books because I really want to do as much in these books as I can this year. That was my goal. These two books to be my collage works for 2023. Thank you, Deb E, and hi. Let's see. Tindaloo. I've been a lot of times since I've been able to catch a Dee. Well, thanks for being here. You got those fall guys been taking up all your time, Tindaloo? And so I sent you one and supposed to have been delivered yesterday, but has been delayed from Amazon. You sent me a book, Anne? Another one of these? Oh my gosh. Definitely going to be using it now. By the way, Anne, let me look at my post thing here. Let's see when yours thing's post. Oh, Hubster still got it downstairs, I think. Oh wait, no, maybe is this it? What day is today? No, I think. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I thought maybe he had it still downstairs. Let me look at. And it's supposed to be there. What day is today? Today's the 4th, the 6th. So by Friday, Anne, you should have what I sent you. And a couple other of y'all's as well. Let's see. Thank you, Anne. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you, Anne. Well, then you'll probably like what I sent you, Anne. Let's see. Karen, I said hi to Karen. Thank you, Flo. Thank you so much. So I could maybe use this. I think I'm going to go with the poster, even though I need to be working in these books. I need to be working in them, but I think I have an idea for the poster. So, and since now I have a couple other extra door books coming, I can still do another one in here, right? So, thank you, Anne. All right, let's see. I love this page too. Yeah, I got a lot to do in these books, as you can see. All these pages are not done. They're just some things tacked down for ideas. But yeah, I have plenty to do. So there's that one. And then this one. And I have been varnishing them. So like if you see a shine to them, they've been varnished. Do you have a PO? Yes, I have. Look in my About tab, Brooke, and my email and my PO box are in there. Okay, About tab. Let me know if you can't find it or something. Hi, Pixie Cora. So these have been varnished. These have been finished and varnished. I could zoom in, but I'm going to be doing a big piece, I guess, today. So this is the one where I painted over a whole bunch of stuff, and everybody went, no, don't paint over the octopus. Well, he reappeared. So most of those are done on screen. See, that was a little bit of cracking because I didn't let it 100% dry. You got to let these pieces dry. Didn't pull anything up, but you got to let your varnish dry before you close the book. This one's just painted in, not done. And it's mostly right here in the crack where it gets a little thick. You know, when you put down the varnish and it kind of beads up in the center. You got to let that dry too, or what just happened, you'll hear cracking. There's some doors, my PoorToast doors, and I'm working on their windows. PoorToast and Kate Curry work together to produce those books. Let's see. What else do I have in here? Just got some things started, as you can see. This right here is what I'm kind of looking for today. So, yeah, this one's finished and varnished. Hi, Mark. Let's see. Susan. Darlene. Hi, Janet. How's it going? Were you up late last night, Janet? Did you get everything done? Let's see. It's kind of just send me some skin tone markers for my birthday last week. So now it's cool because I have extra set for when mine run out. Yeah, that's nice, Jen. You'd be surprised at how long markers really last. If you use them, they seem to last forever. If you don't use them, they dry up. So it's best to use them. Don't just let them sit there. And that goes for alcohol or water-based. You want to use your stuff. Use your stuff. Hi, Christopher. How you doing? Elisa. Oh, wait, Elisa. Where am I? Where? Oh, here we go. I'm not holding anything today, but hey, girl, hey. Monday, they were holding pumpkins. So, yeah. And I got another thing here I bought yesterday. I'll have to show y'all. I thought it was hilarious. I don't know if y'all will get it or if you don't, if you hang around enough people to know what we're talking about, but I'm going to show it in a minute. So hang on. If you like uh, drawing chickens and reading conspiracies, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see who else am I missing. Brenda said hi to Flo. And if y'all ever have Flo in your channel, you be thankful. Flo is an amazing supporter of the channel, of everybody's channel. She's like a cheerleader for the channel. So if you get Flo in your channel as in your chat, you are blessed. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah. If y'all don't know, Elise is the one that made those arms for me. Hi, Wendy. Janet saying hi to everybody. Hi, Angie. Missy, you got it done in your hungover. We'll talk after stream. Oh my gosh, girl. Let's see, Barbara chicken pot pie. And if you want someone to sing in your channel, oh, well, sorry, wrong person. It moves so fast. Barbara will sing in your channel. She will put songs in your chat. She will make sure everybody is singing. And hi, Kayla, by the way. Pacola, hi, my little snapdragon. Who else am I missing? Let's see. I try to catch everybody in the first 10, 15 minutes of the chat. Hi, Wendy. So, yeah. And if you come in later and I'm in the middle of collaging, drawing, painting, and I don't see you, I'm not trying to miss you guys. The chat moves very quickly. And so I do try to say hi to everybody. But the earlier you're here, the more chance that will happen. So these are all just different stages of collage. Oh, I like this one too. I love me some stairs. And I did see later Devin and Janet and some of y'all were saying, put stairs on that middle door. But I knew I was going to put plants all there. So yeah. So yeah. So these two books are my 2023 books. But if y'all just came in, I'm going to forgo that and work on a big collage today. So I have a backing sheet so it doesn't make a mess. Because I just recovered. Like Janet, just recovering. So it will flash out. I will have to, keep adjusting the light because of the white paper. Use white paper or black paper, and it's going to flash out on you. But I do have a plan. I'm going to use the window and door ephemera and Katie Curry and PoorToast. They work together. And so here we go. There's Katie Curry and PoorToast. I follow PoorToast on IG. I don't know if Katie Curry has an IG. It says follow us on Amazon, but there's Instagram. PoorToast is a good guy. So follow PoorToast on Instagram. And they have tons of books. I mean, look, here's some here. The door book. I mean, the what do you call it book? Jar book, and plus I've done a couple different of the shadow boxes. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Pacola. Please use caps if you're talking to me. Where'd it go? It just zoomed right off. I was going to click on it and it's gone already. There it is. Click. There it goes. Make sure you have live, or I think it's all chat is what it's called. I think it used to be called live chat. They changed it to all messages or whatever at the top of your chat. If you just have top messages, you're not going to see all the chat. So make sure you have all messages clicked at the top of your chat. And that goes for any live stream, or if you're watching recordings of streams. You will not see all the chat because it defaults to top messages. So if you want to see all the messages, all the chat, you have to click all, or you won't see them all. And thank you, Pacola. Yes, use caps if you're talking to me. I won't think you're yelling at me. Let's see. But deck making smushy eyes. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I understand in this right here is Corbin. I understand Corbin. Corbin is Christopher's cat. Let's see. I keep seeing Katie Couric in PoorToast. Whatever you show, yeah, yeah. And then let me show you the back of this one. There's more books here. Yeah, Katie Curry, and there's tons of books. I mean, and I've got quite a few of them. These are the newest ones. I think, and the autumn one. And so I might work in the autumn one next week. We'll see. But anyway, so these are I'm going to work in today. I did pull some palettes to work some paint and some what do you call it, a matte medium. This is, you can buy, you don't have to buy these huge jars. They have smaller jars of golden matte medium. Janet gets this for me for my birthday every year, and I do appreciate it, Janet, because this one's almost empty. I have another one. I still have another one. But yeah, I go through the golden matte medium, but I do put it in a dish soap bottle so that you can just pop the top and squeeze out what you want. But if you just use it out of the jar, make sure you put something around the top. Like I have a baggie here, because you will glue the lid shut. One drop of this stuff on the rim. A lot of people put Vaseline or some other. I just put a wax, just put a baggie or wax paper or something, just so that you don't glue the top to the jar, because it will happen. So that's what I use for gluing all my collages. Now I say all. When I did the shadow boxes, they were, pop dotted and, little bits of pieces. And I just use my Eileen's tacky glue, but it's also behind glass. So it's not going to be, falling apart, if you will. Let's see. So y'all are going to love this. Hubster even thought it was funny. And he doesn't really follow all of us that much. I mean, he pops in here and he'll tell me later, goes, "Oh, I saw you had so many people and everybody seemed to be having a good time." So he stops in every now and then. You're buying the huge ones. That is a huge one, Janet. That is a huge one. Let's see. Tindaludini, ever tried micro glaze to prevent sticking on pages? No, my pages really don't stick. It's only when I don't let it dry. This will not stick your pages. You use this, and then I also use this is what I glue down with, and then when I varnish, I use a wax base. I mean a water based. I try to get the Ceram Coat uh, interior exterior gloss varnish. That's what when you see this gloss in here, it's that's what it is. It's a gloss varnish, and it does not stick as long as you let it dry. You heard a couple cracking a little while ago when I opened them. It's because I did not let this dry. Right in here, you have to let it dry there too. It's a good idea to just let it sit out overnight. I might have let it sit out 5 or 6 hours and went on to another one, because I was trying to get some of these varnished. But if you don't let it dry completely, you'll hear it kind of crack in the middle. But it's not tearing anything up so far. Well, you can see a little bit of white right there. But anyway, so just let it dry. I've never had any problems with my golden matte medium or my gloss varnish. Let's see. Scrolling, see if I got any more questions, comments. Let's see. I'm not sure how to say this. Josamar de Rosa, or that may be like with an H sound. Husamar de Rosa? Is it Husamar de Rosa? Thanks for stopping in. Hi, Vol. You had a terrible internet issue this morning. Well, you made it in, Vol. You made it in. And there's Tina. Thank you, Tina. Tina has to also take care of her mom. So sometimes she's here, sometimes she's not. She has doctor appointments and stuff like that. So we're always appreciative when Tina can make it. Pixie Cora. Let's see. I said hi. There's Tina saying hi to more people. Hi, Ann Makes. Let's see. Tina's really on. She's having to say hi to a lot of people this morning. Let's see. Christmas, my cat baby scared the other cat off with her hollering, and Corbin remains her man. Corbin's so cute, though. Christopher has, and I just put Malibu down on the floor because the light was just going crazy up here with the white cat and the black and the white and plus I'm going to be gluing a big piece here, so I don't want her to get her little toes stuck. Let's see. Susan. Let's see. Scrolling. Karen. I said hi to Karen. I'm trying to catch everybody. And so there's Julie Topaz. Let me get a sip of my water here. I haven't seen Rachel this week. So, Rachel, if you're listening, I hope you're doing okay. She went back to Canada for a while. Let's see. So Julie Topaz is our vet. I'll call her our vet queen. She works with the vets. So yeah. Let's see. And so she's here when she can be too, because she works, she works as well. Outside of the home, I mean. No, we all work, but you know what I mean. All right, so I got this, and y'all are gonna laugh. I already showed it to Jan. I did show Janet the picture. So y'all know that when we talk about conspiracies, and I say, I just want to read I love reading about conspiracies. Read conspiracies and draw chickens. And y'all know how many times I draw chickens and roosters. So I got this at Hobby Lobby yesterday. I added the speech bubble. Okay, I added the speech bubble. Y'all wait for it. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna cry because I'm laughing so hard. Hi, Kathleen. Who else is here? Elizabeth. Okay, here you go. Ready? Ready? Conspiracy chickens. Conspiracy. Uh, so I got me a conspiracy chicken at Hobby Lobby. I just couldn't resist this little conspiracy chicken, so he can sit right up here on my desk. So he'll sit right here. So anytime we have conspiracies, we'll pull out the chicken. So he's just sitting right over here. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So that'll be fun. Okay, because we have all different kinds of things that we pull out every now and then to play with. We have a Zippy the unicorn. I got this week too. My little axolotl. Uh, oh my goodness. So anyway, now my eyes are watering. So I hope everybody's having a good, funny poultry. Yes. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So I want to use these two books. Plus, I pulled some other collage fodder over here on the side. At first, I thought, well, should I do the big, because these are, I want to try to use, I have an idea in mind. And if I use my idea in my books, it won't be as dramatic as on a bigger piece of cardstock. So this is a poster board. And so I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I've not pulled any yet. So I know I have the idea in my head of what I want to do, but I've not pulled the details of the doors and windows. But I want to start by, we're going to have some kind of, we have space, and we don't know how this is going to turn out. So here's I'll put it all the way to the top for now. When I start gluing, I'll move it down just to keep my desk clean. But we're going to have some nebulas up here. We're going to have some nebulization. And so let's see, maybe we'll go, no, that's good on the sides there. And again, this is smaller than the piece that I'm going to be have for a background, but I'm just going to kind of get this down here. All right, I don't know if this one needs to be there. This may be that. And I'm just throwing down some ideas for right now. Let's go with this bigger one, maybe this. Maybe a little smaller here, because I have to have room for what my plan is. You'll see in a minute the plan, maybe. Okay, let's see. Do I want some more blue in here? Maybe some blue up under here. And we paint this. I do mixed media collage. So I do collage and I do painting, paint, mixed media. I didn't pull any of my big posters out today because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. But I just want a little bit of stars, sky up here today. That's a little dark right there. We go. Okay, so that'll be kind of up there. Now I want uh my plan is to do this has to all look like a building wall. Okay, like a wall or walls. So I'm going to get some different textures here. Like this is a good one. I'm going to get different textures. Let's turn it around so the straight edge is on the edge here. Maybe a couple right here, right? Let's turn it up so they're not going the same direction. I want them to be, or is that the same direction? That's the same direction. That's the same direction. Okay, let's go this way. I want this to look like a wall, a building wall, but, abstract. All right, let's see what else do I have here. And I don't want it I want it kind of neutral because I'm putting the doors and windows on top of this. She's mixing art and rap because she'll be throwing down today. There you go. I want this to be kind of neutral. It's going to be a background. So it's, but I kind of want it covered. So this is going to take me a minute to lay out and glue down. Okay, so, and the light will continuously change. So it's because of the white paper. So I'm just tearing some more. Maybe there. All right, I don't really want the purple. I got a purple one in here. What else did I pull out enough? Do I need to pull out some more? Oh, here's some more. Okay. So yeah, just bear with me. Bear with me as we do this. So hi, Susan. Who else am I missing? Ann. No, I said hi to Ann. Ann said she sent me another door book, which I appreciate because I'm going to be using them a lot. I love these. I love these door window. I love my collage books. A lot of collage artists don't like to use pre-made collage fodder, but yeah, it doesn't bother me. All right, so I'll use whatever I like, whatever I think works. Again, I want this to be kind of a neutral background. So let's see, maybe let's separate that and then put this. And I'm going to paint in between. I'm just going to get it laid out. And I will probably, if I don't cover up, remember what happened in my long shadow box last week? It was a line. And I'm going to cover it up with something, some flowers or whatever. But it's always better when you're doing this kind of collage if you make sure that it's torn edges and not a cut line. Cut lines are very hard to cover up with paint. Whereas if you have, now these are going to go right down to the bottom, so this edge doesn't really matter. But up here, unless I cover it up with this torn edge, torn edges are hard to cover up with paint. You will see the line, if you're doing this mixed media. Thank you, Tina. So it is best to try to remember to do that. I don't always remember to do it. Just like I don't, when I was doing all those shadow boxes the last couple weeks, you have to try to remember to, if you're going to, three-dimensionalize any of the images, that you need to glue it to a piece of cardstock and then cut it out, rather than just having a floppy piece of paper that you're trying to, pop dot up, because it's just better to have it a little bit more sturdy. So while I'm thinking of it, I'm just going to go ahead and tear the tops off that. And all these will be down here at the bottom. Let's see, do I need one more? I got one more here. Let's see. Let's tear the edge. If y'all have questions, just put it in caps so I see it. I do go back and look at my chat later, but if you want me to see you here, then go ahead and let's see. I think I'll put this, and this, something like that. Again, this is just a background. This is going to be a background. So, all right. I don't need all these little scraps. I know some people save them. I got enough scraps. I'm scrappy. All right. The other thing that you can do when you're doing a collage like this, and I do have, where did I put it? I think I set it right under here. If you, whether it's a big collage, a small collage, even in a book or something, if you lay out your collage and you don't want to forget how it looks, you can either take a picture with your phone, or like when I do my art cards, we need to do some more art cards soon. Some more, two, 3 by 4, 3 by 4, my little art cards. Instead, I make them bigger than ATCs. Instead of 2.5 by 3.5, I make them a little bigger. So, because I just like to make them a little bigger. But anyway, they won't fit in the sleeves. They won't fit in artist trading card sleeves. But anyway, the same thing when I'm doing those. I will lay out my idea, and then to the side I will have a spare piece of paper so that you can just move this over, and then you have your layout right here. So when you're gluing down, you glue and pick and transfer over. So you don't have to try to remember this, because you're going to have to take everything off to put glue down, right? Well, instead of doing that, just have another piece of paper. So let me go ahead and set this right over here. I should have bought another table out, but let's see if that'll work. Okay. So let me move some of this now out of the way. Collage, extra fodder. And I'm going to get out, again, I'm going to get out my golden matte medium. The only brushes I keep in water are my glue brushes. And I have different sizes, and what they are is just old paint brushes. They're just old paint brushes that are only used for glue. And they're the only brushes I keep in water. And I change the water out every now and then. So, but I'm going to use my golden matte medium to glue everything, but I have it in here because it's easier to work with. So just FYI. Then you want some kind of a gift card, or, some kind of card to use to scrape down everything to get all the bubbles out. Okay. So let's see if I can get the light back. I'll readjust the light as I lay things down. It'll lighten up. But all right. So let's see here. Let's get a thing here to put the matte medium in. And I'll probably need a lot. You don't want to put out more than you can use, though, because when you dry out, it's not cheap. So you want to, you want to take care to use just what you need. Thanks, Elisa. All right. So, and I will try to look at chat, but if I miss it, just say it again in caps, or one of the mods might answer for me. So, yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and show you one more thing if I can get it to come up. Oh, I'll just show you in my photos. I did post today's Inktober. Let me just go to my photos. On Instagram, Twitter, X, and Facebook. So here's today's piece of the poster puzzle. Mushrooms. So that's the part of, remember, I'm doing a huge poster, bigger than this. It's as big as this. And I'm doing one image a day for the 31 days. And then on day 31, you'll see the finished, completed big poster. I did on day one post. Let me go back here. On day one, I did post. This is what the poster started as, right here. And it's big. You can see by the pins. It's like 20 by 30. So that was day one. And then I did the bat along with it. So anyway, then if y'all missed it, if you don't follow me on IG or Facebook, let me go ahead and show you. It's probably easier to show you on Facebook. Let me go on Facebook. It pops up quicker. Let me go and show you what I posted. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the view post. All right. So I told y'all about what I was going to do. This is what I did. So if you can see it, hopefully it'll be clear. Come on, focus. So anyway, this is Janet and Robert. So here's a little, come on, click. Here we go. So I did this pumpkin, and it's going to help. And then over here's Janet. She hears it. I don't really have to explain it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but So there she is there. And then the next one is, here she is climbing it. She's going, ugh, ugh. She's climbing. She's got a knife in her hand, sorta. She's climbing it like Spider Woman. The next, here she is. And I got one extra cutting picture on Facebook that I didn't put on IG, but here she is cutting into the pumpkin. And here she is. This is the extra one. She's cutting into the pumpkin here, holding the knife, cutting into the pumpkin. So she gets into the pumpkin. Robert is in the pumpkin. I love the way she's straddling the pumpkin. Look, I love the way she's sitting on the pumpkin, trying, grabbing his hand, trying to get him out, and she's looking at him. Look, so and there's the knife over there on the side, and Robert's got pumpkin stuff all over him. Yes, Janet has a big knife. And then at the end, this is what happens here. He's saying, "My hero." She's got a tiara. She insisted if I did this scene, she wanted a tiara at the end. So I accommodated her. I gave her a tiara. There's a knife sticking back there in the back. So that was my Janet and Robert fall October Barbie photography. Oh my gosh. She's doing a pop technique piece of, yes, there we go. That's good. I like that, Picola. The pop technique. I'm going to write that down. I like that, Picola. POPP technique. Piece of poster puzzle. Should I do piece of poster puzzle? Yeah, maybe that sounds right. Yeah. And that's by Picola. So Picola said that. Okay, I wrote that down, Picola. I'm going to keep that handy while during October. I have a little thing here where I can stick my Post-its. Okay, so this month we will be working on, right, Terry? This month I'm working on my collage. I'm trying to work on my collage. We will be doing a pumpkin collage. Hopefully maybe Samantha, and I do want to write this down too, because somebody said this. Let's see. They like to see me do the collage masks. I have the collage. I can do the collage masks. I showed those, I think, on Monday, my old ones. So a collage pumpkin, collage mask in my collage book, and then, just general collage. I'm working on the Inktober. I'm working on my Barbie photography and the pop manga coloring book. Those are the main things I'm working in on October. So, yeah. All right. So here we go. I want to, got some glue already down there. Oh, it's from the brush. All right. So let's move this over here so I have a place. All right. So I'm going to start, I'll start at the top here, and I can go, I've got, I can go over the edge because I've got the paper behind it here. So I'm just going to put down a base. Now, when you're collaging, and when I use the golden matte medium, but you want to put this down on the base, turn this over and put it on the back. And then after you glue this down, and I'm going to go off the edge, but I'll trim that off when I'm done. Then you put it over the top. Then you take your card and you mash it down. Okay. Now you can glue down a couple pieces before you start mashing, but you do want to mash it all down to get out the bubbles and the wrinkles. Okay, even though this is a piece of cardstock, it's, poster board, it still will, can buckle. So you want to, okay, so then you might have to put some more. Let's see here where I want this. I'm looking over at the side. I'm doing a little different than what I have laid out. I might need that little piece. So let's take that off there. And I got two more pieces here. I want this dark. So let's go ahead and see. It's got the cut edge. I don't want to cut edge. All right. And maybe a little piece of this blue right up in here. And this will all get blended and stuff after a while. Okay, let's do this a little bit like this. And I do have my pack of baby wipes over here on the side to keep my hands clean and anything else here. All right, there we go. All right, so I got all that. Now I don't need this, so and I'll just throw that away. Now I'll take my card here. Whoops, let's not pick it up there. Take my card and get out any, and this just also secures everything down. And I don't know if this is going to turn out. I never know if it's going to turn out. But we're going to just, if it doesn't turn out, then you'll know, hey, don't do that. Dee Dee did that. It didn't work. So, all right, let's see if I can try to get the light just a little brighter. I'll probably have to turn it back down as well. But for now, there we go. All right, I'm glancing over at the chats right over here to my right. I'm glancing over looking for caps. So if you have anything to say, all right, let's go ahead and start one piece at a time, laying down. I'm just going to go from right to or left to right and lay down all these background, I'm going to call them building pieces. I'll just do one at a time here. And you're going to get extra glue and stuff. You can just wipe it off where you're going to be working, or you can wipe it off on your whatever palette you're using. Okay, so let's just go one by one here. I can put a couple down before I scrape. I kind of like that red. That red might be a nice accent. Do I want the red in there? Do I want the red? I kind of do. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna go with the red because I do like the way it looks. Okay. It's moving around here. Let's go this way because it's got the kind of bend in it there. All right, I'll stop and. And the only kind of tricky papers that I find is if you use fashion magazines, they're very, very thin. And if you get them over saturated and scrape them a lot, you're going to pull up the ink on fashion magazines. Fashion magazines, I use like calendar pages, book pages. I like to use magazine pages too, but fashion magazine, of course, I don't use a lot of people in mine. So, and that fashion magazines kind of really, call for that. I like this red, but I like this too. This may be better for my idea. Maybe with just a little touch of red in there. Yeah, we better not go too red. Or the doors that I'm going to put in the windows and doors will get lost. That's why I'm kind of trying to keep this kind of neutral. So yeah, if you have any questions, put them in caps. I'm looking, let's see. I see Flo laughing. So we'll see if this works out like my vision. I have a vision. Let's go this way. See if I have enough of these. I might have to pull a couple more pieces, but I'm going to paint in there too, so. Hi, sister. Sister, did you get your mail for your girls? I think I should use some red over here too. Did you get your mail for the girls, the color book pages? For your little crowned girls, your girls that you're crowning? Let's see. I don't want to make sure I don't have a straight edge right there. And this one goes on the very edge. So I'm going to need to find me one more. I'm going to need to find me one more piece to go in there because I really tightened it up a lot. Okay, good. Okay. I hope they like them. All right, let's see here. I'm looking over here on my floor. Okay, here we go. Another one more piece. So let me just tear this down. I hope they like them. If they color them, let me know. I'd like to see what they do. All right, let's see here. Let's do this last one. Whoops. And I hope everybody else is doing well today. Having some creative time. That's what I like to have my stream be. All right. Now, you can also take and look, like tilt it and look at it at the light, and you'll see any wrinkles. Like I see a wrinkle here. Let's scrape off my excess here. I see a couple wrinkles down here. And you're going to probably have some wrinkles and, maybe a little bit of bumps. But if you put enough matte medium down and then do this, you will get out most of them. But I'm tilting it to the side so I can put it in the light so I can see where they could be. And a lot of people say, I don't care if it's got wrinkles. Then, then you're one step of the head of the game. All right. So I think I got most of them. And there's, and I use a lot of matte medium under there. I'm not skimpy with it. I put quite a bit. You can see when it comes back out the other side. But that way you have enough wet to mash everything down. All right. So then also I heat gun it. You put the heat gun to it, and that will dry it too. So I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to turn it over and cut the edges. So let's go ahead and do that. Oops, not plugged in. I always try to remember to unplug this, even though I turn off the power bar every time. But hi, Colleen. I'll probably need to pull out quite a few colors today because I'm not quite sure I have a idea in my head, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. So we'll see. Oh, okay. Did you post them somewhere, Mark? I'm not doing prompts in October, but if you did finish one up, then I will show it, Mark, if you posted it somewhere. Oh, sorry, Tina. Okay, so I think I got it pretty dry. So now what I'm going to do is turn it over and cut. Oh, this was one of my test Inktober things there. It's the back of it. So I did another poster. This was just a sketch one. And so, yeah, I'm just reusing what I didn't use. So let's just trim this up. The size of my Inktober is 2 of these because this is cut in half. All right, let's see. There's a little bit right here. Okay. All right, let's get all this off. All right, so now I'm going to be using this again. So I don't really want to put it in water, but I don't want it to dry out. So I'll put it in a baby wipe and just kind of let it sit here so that it doesn't dry out until I go to do the doors and stuff. My hands, this is the matte medium is very hard to get off your hands. I do have a craft scrubby. It's like a Ranger craft scrubby. I don't think they make them anymore. But before craft scrubbies, I would just use fingernail polish remover. It is hard to get off your hands. People say, "Well, put that liquid gloves on, or do you wear?" I cannot stand to wear gloves, especially because y'all see how I paint with my hands. So my hands will get, dirty, but that's okay. All right, so let me just kind of move this out of the way for a minute. Let's put it over here. Let's find a couple of palettes that I might have for painting a little bit. Move this. I'm going to need a bucket of stars, I'm sure. All right, so let's go ahead and let's make sure that these, I'm not putting paint. Wet paint. Okay, I did make sure to tag it. It's on IG. Okay, let me look. Let me see if I can bring IG. Sometimes is finicky on my Wi-Fi in here, but I'll try, Mark. Is your name the same? Art Exploration? I don't remember. Is it the same? Oh, I just saw Christopher's thing too. Art Exploration, or is it Eternity? What is it, Mark? I'm going to look for Arts Exploration first. Okay, I don't see you as Art Explore. I don't see you there. What's your IG name, Mark? I have to know exactly. That was one of the problems. Oh, it is Mark Muir. Okay. That's one of the problems I have with doing this is I can't find you guys. I know I follow you, but is that you? No, that's a different one. Okay, let's see. That's a different Mark Muir. You're not coming up. You're not coming up, Mark. That's your name, but what's your IG name? Oh, here you go. I found you as Eternity. Okay, Eternity Mirror. There it is. That's Mark Mirror. Okay, so let's see what you did here. Okay, unicorn, duck, and necklace, and he did it in Procreate. Oh, that's good. I like that, Mark, with Procreate. I like it. That's good. I like that you did in Procreate. That's awesome. Good job. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am following you. It didn't pop up in my feed, but that's not unusual. So good job, Mark. Yeah, done with Procreate. Very cool. Yeah. That's a good job. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and I'm just going to kind of, pull it and kind of flatten it a little bit, and just to get the board to be kind of, the poster board to be kind of flat. Okay, now, here's where it gets fun. We're going to go, and I have a vision in my head of what it's going to end up doing. Before I start painting in, I'm going to go ahead and pick doors and windows. So here's what I want to do. I want to have two kind of large doors here, and I want to have a series of windows. It doesn't matter if it goes over the space. It's just, this is going to be black, and it's going to have stars, but I'm going to want probably, let's do the doors first so I can see how big the doors, how much space the doors are going to take up, right? All right, so let's see what we got here. I don't really want the tree ones because I did that before. I want to like this. I want it to be kind of like this. This might be good because it's fall. And let me go ahead and and I don't know yet. I'm just gonna kind of, I want just different doors, but I don't want green trees. I just want to have something different. Here's another. This is a good one. That's kind of small. That's the same one. No, it's different than that one. I really want them this big. Maybe I could have maybe have 3 doors. I don't know. Let's go ahead. I'm talking out loud. I don't know, but I do like these, but I'm really kind of trying to veer away from the nature ones for right now. So I want something more like a city building door, but this is small. The windows can be this small, but the doors I kind of want to be like this big. So let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. This one, that's the same one as this. Maybe I'll do one big door, but I don't really want the same door. So we'll see. It'll be one of these two. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. I do like that. Is that big enough though? I really like those big doors. Like here. It's the same. No, that's not the same one. I like this. I wish this one was. I wish this one with the columns. This one has plants. It's okay. Maybe. But I do want the two big doors like this big. But this is kind of like, here's the fall door. This is kind of flowery. So we'll see. Let's keep going. Keep looking. Dee, I'm here. Okay, Angie, thanks for being here. All right, let's see. This one is good, and it's more on the orange. You know, it has more orange in it, kind of more matches, if you will, to this one, even though it's smaller. Let's just keep rolling. Let's see what else we got. And then I'm going to go into the windows book for the windows. All right, let's see. I love this. This is going to go in my journal. So is that. Okay, and there's Kate Curry and PoorToast are the ones that make these books. The door, the window, the fall. There's a whole bunch of them. I've got quite, and the jar one. All right, so let's see here. Now I've got 3 doors. All right, so now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tear around them all. If I can fussy cut them, and that would be fine too, right up on the edge. But again, if you're going to paint in your details, it's just so much easier to blend the paint if your edges are torn rather than cut. Unless it's right up fussy cutted to the edge, then it doesn't matter. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do these yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just tear. All right. So I think I'm going to forego the mushroom. All right, so let's put that back in. All right. And it's going to get a little lost until I do some more details and stuff. All right, but let's see. I'm going to want this one because of the fall. So do I want 3 doors? Probably. I'm just talking out loud. I'm talking out. Now, when I'm by myself, guys, just FYI, I don't talk to myself. I don't talk out loud. But what I'm talking here is what I'm thinking is, it is what I'm thinking when I'm talking out loud to you guys here. But when I'm by myself, I'm just thinking it. I'm not talking out loud. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I don't talk out loud when I'm by myself. I talk to the cat. All right. So again, this is right here on the edge. So let's just kind of see here. I'll go right to the edge. All right. So do I want this? This one's going to be 2. Let's move that one off. I'm not going to use that. Put these away. All right, I'm looking to see if there's anything in caps. I'm not seeing anything. So again, guys, if you have questions, put it in caps because I glance over. I'm constantly glancing at the chat. And I do catch some of it without the caps. But if you really want me to see a question, then put it in caps so I see it. All right, so let's see how this works. It's going to be a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Let's see now. Do I want this blue one kind of over the red? Do I want this one? Do I want 2 kind of together like that? Because I'm going to have windows around it. It's going to be like a building, So this probably needs to go to the edge, maybe. Maybe these 2 are a little closer. This one's a little farther away. Something like that. I like to keep things not real symmetrical, but... Or I could do the farther one in this, something like that. No, but this one's closer, so I'm going to go with my original. idea. Something like that. All right, so now let's see. Let's see what windows. Let's see, I told myself from living too many years alone. Oh, with cats, yeah. Yeah. There you go, Angie. All right, so now I'm just going to leave this sitting, move it up here a little bit so I can come over here to the window book. So I'm thinking if I use the small windows, I can do 1, 2, 3, probably 5 windows. So I'm going to need 5 small windows. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of go through and find kind of what I like. Like I like this fall one, and I like that it's open. Check in the back. So I really love this, but I really like this window too. So. And again, I could fussy cut, like I'll do one. I'll do one fussy cut one. Then I don't have to worry about painting it in. I could paint the little inside of the windows in. I don't know why I'm using this huge scissors, but I have my little cutter bees sitting right next to me. All right. Now, I don't want the orange one right there. Hang on, let's move this out of the way. Gotta make some space. So I want the orange kind of, spread out from here to here to here. So there's the orange one. And it might be here or here, depending on what other windows I find. Okay. My trash can right next to me. All right, let's just move this up. Might be easier. Let's see. Hi, Susan. I know I'm probably missing people. All right, let's see. I need 4 more windows. I kind of like this one. It's kind of fallish. Let's see. And I also want some, I'm going to get some watches out because I'm going to have time. I'm going to have the element of time. Y'all know I like me some time. All right, so there's 2. Let's just go ahead and pick a couple more real quick. So I need 5, and that's 2. I might need more than 5. We'll see. Because I'm going to stagger them up there. Let's see this blue one here. It's a little too light. This is a good one for, Halloween, fall. But I want that one in my journal. There's another tiny one with pumpkins. Pumpkins. Do I want that one? Maybe. Let's see what's on the back here. Okay, I'll cut this one out. Let me cut out a few just to see what I want here. I'll a sip of my water here in a minute. So is anybody doing any fall crafting, creating, painting, drawing? What are y'all doing? Anything fall, Halloween? I know Kathy Berg and Colleen have been working on lots of projects. They come on Tuesdays. That one's a little dark. I mean, like tone-wise. This blue one's kind of good, and it's got a pumpkin in it too, and I've got that blue thing there. Let's go ahead and get one blue one. What's on the back? Because I don't want to cut that up. Have to pass on that one. Let's keep going. I should have bought another window too. I bought another door. Oh, let's see. Maybe that's too bright. This one, no, it's too winter. Keep looking. This one might be good. Maybe this one too. And that's another fall one. See, I don't want to cut that up either. I want that in my book. Here's a fall one. All right, let's try this one here. I probably already have 5. I think I got maybe. I was going to pull 5 or 6 so I can see which ones look the best. And we can find some other things to put in if it's not busy enough. All right, let me pick one more just to have an extra. I'm looking at all the ones. Let's see, I only have four? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I only have four? Let me move the thing here. Yeah, I only have four so far. I think I'm going to need more than five because I'm going to want them like one. I'm going to want one over each door, like it is in a building, right? Like this, maybe this one over here. It looks real busy, but it's going to be kind of painted out. All right, so those two kind of what do you call it? Arches on those two. These two are going to be kind of closer together, like that. This arch can be over this one. And I've got this one can be maybe up here. This one can be maybe up there. So I'm going to need two more. I'm going to need two more. Now roll. Making a very busy collage. All right, let's see. I do like the mushrooms too, but this is supposed to be like a building, like a city building. We'll see. Oh, there's another pumpkin. That'll be good in my journal as well. What is that I'm hearing? I don't think I have my washing machine going. This one's definitely going in my journal. Sounds like the fan or something. I like this one. Maybe this one with the fall leaves. What's on the back? I might go with this one. It sounds like when your washing machine's on the last cycle, the spinning, that's what it sounds like, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. Oh, you know what? Is that? Let me look at one. Oh, I know what it is. They're doing the tornado siren test. They always do the siren test on a bright, sunny day. So there's not really a tornado. It's just a test. And that's what I'm hearing. It's just kind of far away, but I could hear it and my windows are closed. So that's what it was I was hearing, is the siren for the tornado siren test. So what is that? Sounds like the spinning of the last cycle on your washing machine. Like that. But that's what it was. It was the siren test. Okay. All right. So let's see if this will be enough. Let me move this because nothing's glued down yet, so I'm trying to be careful. Let's see, maybe two right here, maybe. 1, 2. This one's up here. This door's a little higher. This window here. This one, I don't know. Do I need that one? Yeah, I'm going to need something over there. Up here, this here, here. And I know in a building, they'd probably be lined up like little soldiers, right? Same thing for the doors. But, this is my world. Okay, maybe that's enough. Do I need one window here, a small window? Maybe two small windows. Or just move that up. I think that will work. I like it that there's 5 and it's kind of going like that. Okay, I think we're going to stop. All right, so we got to start. If your washer sounds like it's time for the washer, well, the spin cycle, I don't know. Anyway, it's downstairs, so it was kind of far away anyway. All right, so I think I'm going to just roll with this. Now, my only thing now is, do I want to glue down and paint around everything, or do I want to paint things down? I think I'll just go ahead and glue. I think we'll just go ahead and glue. All right. So let me go ahead and get my glue tray back over here. Let's put out a little bit more matte medium. Got me some baby wipes here. Those books are creative and interesting. I have to get some. Yeah, Carly, they're on Facebook. They're on Amazon. Let me show you all the covers again. And they will be on my thumbnail. You'll see them on my thumbnail. Door ephemera and window ephemera. And if you look up Kate Curry, they'll pop all her books, and PoorToast will pop up on the on Amazon. Okay, so let's see here. So let me just give me a minute to glue here. Then we're going to paint around. That's going to take a minute. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take a minute to paint all this in. But and I'm trying to get them kind of straight because I want my windows to be, not interdimensional crooked. And the bottom of it's right there, so should have that lined up because Janet would have her ruler out by now. So is that a little crooked, I think? I don't want to get out of T-square and all that, but I'm eyeballing it pretty well. All right, so let's get all these glued down. And get another card here. All right. Thank you, Pacola. Thank you. No, I didn't say there was anything wrong with it, Janet. It's just more time consuming to measure. All right, so okay, need a little bit more. And again, this is not dishwashing soap in here. It's my golden matte medium. This right here. Well, come on, stand up. It's this. And then if you want it shiny after you're done, you have to gloss varnish it because you're making everything matte. And especially if you're going to use, like I do, matte craft paint, it's going to make it more matte, even less shiny. So we can varnish. And I have varnished some of my posters before. I didn't pull my posters. I mean, I can pull them if y'all want me to after a while. My large collage posters, I can pull them in a little bit if you want, And again, I'm just eyeballing this. Okay, this one up here a little bit. I'm kind of looking at the edge here to see if it's kind of lined up. Look how it's kind of lined up. This needs to come down just a little. About there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to hold it over here by the window so I can tilt it and see if I have any wrinkles. See, I can see. Let me get a clean card here. I can see one there. When you tilt it in the light, you'll see every wrinkle, bump, bubble. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. Fresh baby wipes. All right. Thank you, Janet. There's some golden matte medium link. And again, you can get smaller jars. That's the big, well, it's probably not the biggest, but it's the, You can get them this, like an 8 ounce. I think this is a 32. I think the other one's a 16. It's about half the size. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna put my brush back in the baby wipe to keep it in case I need to glue anything else. Now let me go ahead and dry this. We are on another piece of paper here to keep my desk clean. So give me a minute. Mute if you don't want to hear it. Hi, Kathy Bird. Let's talk about you and Colleen. Y'all been doing some cool stuff over on y'all's channels. If someone wants Pacola mods at Kathy and Colleen's, they alternate every Tuesday. So Pacola, if you want to put Kathy's and Colleen's links, or Jan, whoever wants to, but Pacola mods over there too. So that's why she'll probably have them handy. Just kind of trying to flatten out the poster board. And this will help get any bubbles or wrinkles out too. But you really want to mash it with the cards is the best. And I'm thinking, now I didn't want to cut anything or make any cuts and have openings. I have a couple posters that have openings, like my Garden of Eden. It has a door that opens. But I kind of wanted just to maybe have something peeking out of the doors. Probably not the windows, because I guess I could. But I don't know if I want maybe dragons, because I do have the dragon book, the fantasy fairy tale uh, PoorToast Kate Curry book. Okay, I think I got it dry enough so that it's not going to be all over my hands. Okay, so let's move. And I also want to do I'm going to do my watches somewhere down in here to have time shooting out, if you will. All right, so let's see. Let's pick this up. All right, now let's see. Let me find that book just because I think it might work. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on, flipping through my books here. Here, is this it? No, that's maybe. Here it is. This is the one. I can do it without being too, if they have any kind of the fall colors, the dragons or anything. I don't know. We're going to see. All right. Excuse the squeaky chair. I'm not getting rid of it. Okay. Let me go ahead and find some watches here first. And let's see. Let me get different sizes. Here's a golden one. That's kind of at an angle, though. I don't know if I want that one, but we'll see. Just going to pull a few here. Let's pull a few to work with. There's a blue one. Seems like I'm going with the blue and orange, which are two of my favorite colors to work with. I love sienna, mustard color, and Payne's gray. So any of these might work. Orange. All right, so this should be enough to pick from. Something out of here. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. Now let's look into this. Let's set these to the side for a minute. All right, let's see here. This is the fairy ephemera. Y'all know I did the box. I did a shadow box with this, with the dragon and everything. So I don't know if any of these colors are going to work, but what I'm thinking is having, I don't want gnomes. I don't want garden-y stuff because I've been doing that a lot. I really just want, something kind of just like sticking their head out a little bit. There's fairies in the jars. This is too pink. This is to Cinderella. Now, here's a little dragon. See, I like that. I like him. Let's just get up in there. And this one's not bad. Maybe these two. Let's see. I'm just going to go through the whole book. Y'all can kind of watch, while I flip through and pick out some different things that might work. Okay? And I'm going to set them over here. This dragon. And what I'll do is I'll fussy cut them out and have them just like kind of peeking out of the door. But I'm not sure on those colors yet. Let's see. I love these books. And they're fun, There's a little mouse. That little mouse is kind of cute in that little door. Do I need another little door? Maybe another little door. Although it might get a little too gardeny. I'm trying to avoid the garden theme. This dragon with this person on it, maybe. Let's just cut it just to have some extras. We don't have to use them all, but we'll have them handy. More Alice-y stuff. And these cute little, I don't know. I don't want to get gardeny, but they kind of could be with the little hats and everything. Could be kind of city mouse. Let's see what else. Oh, I like this little lizard too. I like that lizard. Two pink, two purple, two whimsical. I do like him. He could, do I want the wizard in there? Do I want the wizard? That I really kind of want to use him in my journal, but he might work on somewhere. I don't know. I might be getting too much here. I might be going too cray on the on the images, but we'll see. We'll see. I do like these little butterflies that are again, that might go too gardeny. If I put the butterflies, that might get too in the weeds. Oh, another cute dragon. Two pink. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And again, this one is a cut and collage fairy ephemera. All right. So now, let's see here. I'm going to have to take a few minutes to kind of, and I probably, well, I can go ahead and glue, because I'm not going to have to paint in here. I can feel a wrinkle right there. I'm not going to have to paint in here, but let's do a test. And I'm thinking he might just need to be somewhere up here behind a window. You know what I mean? Like right up here. Although he's kind of looking off, he needs to be over here. So he's kind of looking into the page. We'll see about him. I'm not sure about him. But let's try, let me just get my small scissors. Y'all still with the tour? Let's just see here. So I'm going to just fussy cut these out. And you don't have to cut every little leaf and vine. You can always paint things back in, or just, just don't cut them in. I would paint around those little feet if I use him. So we'll see. I just kind of think this is a little bit whimsical, and it might be a little, little addition to some spot. But again, I'm going to put it to the side. We'll see. What I really want, I like this lizard guy. This is one that I really definitely want to use. So this is my idea. Can y'all see okay? Do I need to zoom in, or do y'all have enough? Can you see enough of it? Let's see what happens when I zoom in. Maybe that's better. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I think that's better. All right. So what I'm thinking is, and I don't even need to really cut too much off the back, because I'll have him kind of sticking out from behind a door. Maybe this door. Or let me see which ones I got. This one would probably need to be in that door. This one would probably be. So I like this one needs to look this way. This one looks this way. This one look. So this one will have to go over here. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and see if that'll work. This one's too little. I don't think I'll use him. What's this one? Oh, the little mouse. I would put the little mouse down here, like to kind of coordinate with this mouse. So, okay, let's finish cutting out this lizard. If you have things looking off the edge, your eye is going to be drawn over there. You know, your eye will be drawn off the page. So you want things looking in or flying in or, you know. We'll see if we get this. I can't even promise we're going to get this done today, but, you know, hopefully you're having fun and getting creative ideas if we don't get it done. And if y'all want, like, it toward the end, I'll pull out the my posters. No, all right, so now I can just cut this off. My other large posters. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If he's kind of sticking out, let's see, his hat might get a little lost. I'm kind of thinking he needs to kind of peek out this way, like peeking out of the door. So if he's right there, let me get him pinned. If he's peeking out the door here. Right about there. No ruler, Janet. Like this. See how he's going to peek out the door? The dragon needs to sit on top of a door. Well, but if I use him, I don't know, maybe. He could sit on top of a door, but then that means I got to pick something else. If he's sitting on top of something, like up here, if that dragon is sitting up here, the baby dragon is, and I mean, I could have the baby dragon up there too, but then I need some more creatures. I got to go back to the creature book. Maybe this little mouse could be one. Where's my big little scissors? Because I was kind of thinking this little guy could just be sitting here somewhere. You know, his little mini door. And I will paint around it. It won't get as lost as it looks. But if I put those two on top, which that is a good idea, you know, but I still need two things here. So let's look at this little mouse. Let's cut him out and just see. Or a squirrel. Yeah, I guess he's a squirrel. I don't know why I'm cutting the tail out because his tail's probably not going to make the cut. Let's see. All right, let's see if this will. So if he's peeking out of the, or he could just be sitting on the front porch. He could just be sitting there. He doesn't even have to be peeking out. He could be sitting on the porch. Or he could be sitting on this porch. Like that. I kind of like that. This lizard's looking out. This one's sitting here. But I'm still going to need something else. You know, the wizard's not vibing with me somehow. All right, let's go ahead and cut out these. Let me cut out these dragons and just see what happens. I'll paint in the little areas if I need to, so I don't have to get too fussy cutted. Fussy cutted? Is that a word? Because I can paint in between those white areas. I can use just paint in there rather than having to cut it all out. Let's see what this looks like. Put the little dragon in a door. So just have this one up here or here. See, I'm going to have to go back to the book and dig out some more stuff, I think. It's going to need more. Which there's plenty in there we can pick from. Okay. So I was thinking up here, him having to be up here. And there'll be black behind him there, so he'll stand out. Like maybe on the edge. Maybe on the edge of both of those. Maybe right there. Let me cut the baby dragon out and see. And again, I'm not sure about... Let me just move him to the side. He's going to get lost. Let me cut out this baby dragon to see if we want him sitting up here. I'm getting rid of all the flowers, and I don't want to cut off his little foot or something there. Let's see where I'm going. Here's his tail. I'm just going to cut that back part off there. So he can go here, or he can come out through a door. What do y'all think? Kind of gets lost in either one. He could even be sitting in that window. He could be sitting in that window right there. I kind of like that. Sitting on that little sofa. He could be sitting right there. All right, let me get the book back out because we're going to have to get some more stuff out. Just saying. Let me take a quick break, though. Let me take a quick break. Y'all can kind of look it over for a minute, okay? You can use the rest to tail, a foot away. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I don't see Malibu in here, so I think I'm good to leave it. I got a little bit of the glue off my hands, but not much. All right, let's see. The lemon water here. All right, let's go back to that book. I have other books too, but I'm thinking just kind of the fantasy look of what we're going for here. All right, I'm going to glue real quick. Let me get a little bit more, because I know I'm going to want that lizard right there. Let's see what I know I'm going to want to do. I'm going to want this lizard right here, peeking out of this door. And this little mouse sitting right here, or a squirrel rather. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure about these two dragons yet. I do like him, though, sitting right there. I am kind of liking it so far. What about cutting out the little mouse in the door? This one to put somewhere? I could. Let's just see what else we can find. Because I also got to remember still, too, guys, I want to put... Let me set the book down for just a minute. Because I want to look at my watches here. Because I'm going to want some elements of, like, maybe over this arch, at least one, if not more than one. Like I like this one, or even just up in here or behind. Let's see. Let me keep looking at them all. I like the blue because the blue one kind of pulls in some of the blue. I kind of like that one. Let's see here. Let's see if I can kind of just eyeball an arch. Yeah. Let's see. So now I gotta have my watch hands. Gotta have some element of time going on. Okay, I like that. See, but it needs another one. It's gonna need another one. I'm gonna look through here. Maybe this one. Maybe. That door's a little small. Let's see. Maybe this one. No, I don't like the copper. Here we go. Here's some more blue ones. Ah, here we go. Maybe no, that's a little too blue. This is a little too dark. Maybe this one. This one will probably work. Kind of leave it at an angle here. Let's see. Let me test this one. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's try this one. Got little scraps of paper falling all over the floor. Janet's gonna go, oh my gosh. Okay, like that. Needs just a slight more arch in it. There we go. To fit right there. Okay. Whoop. Come on, get off my sticky fingers. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to need a third one somewhere just in space, probably right there. So I'm going to need to cut something little here, maybe. I'm looking at all the different colors and styles, and I like this gold one. Maybe this one. Let's test. Let's do a test. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you so much for the super sticker. John's keeping us up to date with Oak Island. If y'all like anything to do with Oak Island, it's not a conspiracy, even though we have a conspiracy chicken here. John keeps us posted on every dig, every shovelful, every piece of equipment, and it's so interesting. So if y'all are interested in anything Oak Island, y'all need to follow John. You like the chicken? Thank you for supporting the channel, John. Yeah. It's I have a thing where I say about drawing chickens and reading conspiracies. So anytime there's anything that's even slightly conspiratorial, we say we're yeah. We're the conspiracy chicken. Okay, let's see. Maybe do I want it? I kind of like it there because it kind of gives us a triangle. So I'll probably put that up here. Okay, this is a very busy collage, people. We're doing a lot of stuff here. All right, so I think those will be the, let me move all my watches now because I think that's enough of those. Let's see what else we got. Where's my pack? Here we go. All right, let's go back to the book and see if I can find a couple more. Like I got him. I need one. I just really need one more creature. you know, kind of another creature focal point right in here. And then we can start painting. And I'm just kind of on the fence about this little guy. I mean, he could go down here, I guess. He could go there. But it's such a little door. But it's a little mouse. So maybe we'll put him there. Oh, let's just put him there. Let's just put him there. If we don't like him, we can paint over him. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put these watches down. See, sometimes you just got to make the decision to put it, you know, glue it down. And again, if you end up not liking it, you can always paint over it. If you do it like I'm doing mixed media, right? Or glue something over it. Is that straight? I think so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this dragon down over here. Kind of in between the two, or kind of on both of them here. There we go. All right, let me get my card and make sure everything's mashed down, and we'll find a couple more things in the book. Put a little bit more matte medium out. Uh-oh, baby dragon. Baby dragon's going to go in this little window here. Okay, I'm going to put the card here. All right. So far, I got everything glued down. Now I want to find at least one more thing here. He's just, I mean, I like him, but I think he's too, don't think he's too much. Or do I need to cut him out and make him peeking out this door, or just sitting in there, or what? I mean, let me trim him down so you can kind of get a better idea. I'm just kind of liking all the little dragon creatures living in these houses. But, you know. I'll see what y'all say. Thank you, Teeny. You like my busy collages? Yeah, it's just that sometimes they're hard to finish in the 3 hours, you know. I still got some time, though. We're still good. All right, let's just trim this down and see what we think. What do y'all think? Does he need to be in here? Just even sitting there? Like in front of the door, on the door stoop? But he doesn't look like he's peeking out. He could be above. Well, I've got the dragons up there, you know. That's why I'm not sure. I mean, this is the top of it right there. We can't. That's the top of it. You know, we don't have much room to put him. Got he's going to look huge compared to the dragon if I put him up here. But if I put him down here, he's more in perspective. But let me get my book out here again and see what we can find. Let's look through it again. Need a wizard because he's opening the book. Well, maybe. And he is kind of a good focal point. You know, even if he's just sitting there, like right there. You know, he doesn't look like he's coming out of the door. But if I do him like, you know, I don't know if I want to have him like cut. Do you know what I'm saying? He just looks better, I think, being the full image like that. Could he be behind one of the open windows? No. I want a lot of the wall, and we're going to be painting behind all that. Let me just look through the book again real quick. See that everything's falling out. This is why after I start cutting into the books, I put them in these sleeves like this. So all the images that I've half cut things out of and that are loose and everything, the whole book, I'll just stick the whole thing in one of these. So, because look at all the different pieces and stuff we got here going on. All right, so let me just do one more flip. There is a unicorn, but that's kind of bright. I'm trying to keep it kind of on the muted side without the pink and the purple. And I really don't want any nature kind of stuff because I've done so much of that. So, like gnomes, I don't want gnomes. There's a cat, but that cat's not really much of a story in and of itself. The jars, pink and purple, Cinderella. I could have just her peeking out of the door. You know what I mean? I could just have her head peeking out of the door. But I really like the wizard better. I think I might just go with him. Coming through the door, what, Denise? Coming through the, all I see, Denise, is coming through the door. I don't know what you're talking, who you're talking about or what image. Coming through the door. There is her. She's might be a little, I don't know. What do you think? What if I just had her? Let's just test what's on the back. Okay, I'll cut that out. Move that out of my way. All right, just let me keep looking for a minute. Alice, lots of Alice. Alice, pink and purple. There's another dragon, but he's very purple. I'm trying to avoid all the pink and purple. Too whimsical. There's a knight, but again, then that kind of, I don't know that really, maybe with the dragon, the knight. Could have the knight in the middle. Here, let's try that too. Okay. By the top window, right, he'll look like he's working. Yeah, I don't want anything up here. I'm going to have my watch hands up going up here. And then this window doesn't have enough room. That's all the space that's right there. He's too big for right there. So let's keep going. There's another little dragon. This little baby dragon might fit somewhere too. I might pull another baby dragon out here. Too pink. Okay, so let's test this out now. So let me cut. Let me do a little cutting. Right now, he's winning. I wanted to try her. Let me try her real quick. Okay, hang on. I'm going to fussy cut her out here. Because she could just be like the center of the doors, both doors. When I go over there, I'm just letting the stuff fall over there. I'm cutting and just like, so it's not on top of here. Okay, so I was thinking this. So there's this option. And again, all this is going to get all, see that white edge right there? All that's going to get painted in. All the white you see, it's all going to be painted in. You can put some, yeah, I'm going to put mist. There's going to be mist, stars. There's going to be a lot of that. But I'm just, right now, I'm just trying to figure out where the images are going to go. Not the background so much. So there's her like that. Or him. Hi, Devin. So there's those two options. And then the knight. Let's cut the knight out and see what he looks like. So it's going to be one of these three for the main door. See, it does take a while to do these big collages. This is why I was debating whether to do a smaller version of this in my books, my 2023 collage books that I have going this year. I was going to do a smaller version in that, but I thought, well, this way I can use a lot more. I wanted to use it more. And again, in between the arms, you can do a couple things. You can either paint it in, or you can just follow a line, like on his, it's not a glove, but whatever the part of that armor is. Greaves are the greaves what's on the legs? Anyway, so there you see, you can cut the the hole out there. Same thing on this side. Where are the greaves on the armor? It's been a while since I've looked into my armor. All right, so there we go. So we cut out behind just a little bit right there. Let's go back in there and clean that up. There we go. All right, so these are our choices. All right, y'all ready? And remember, all this is going to get painted in. Hi, Ann Meg, Susan, anybody else? I'm not Devin. Okay, so here we go. We got him sitting right there. Again, don't look at all the white edge, because this is sitting on another extra piece of paper. So there's him on that door. There's the armor, the knight. There's the knight sitting right there. Or we have her kind of floating right there. So those are the choices. The fairy floating, the knight, or the wizard. What do y'all think? I'm going to let y'all think a minute. Deb goes for the wizard. We got two wizards and one pretty fairy. She's a little pink and purple, which I was kind of trying to avoid the pink and the purple. All right, so it looks like there's no votes for her. She's a little pink and purple. Then we got the knight and the wizard. So here we go. There's the wizard, and here's the knight. He looks a little small, but he still would work. All right, so we got two. It looks like we're going for looks like the wizard's winning. Looks like the wizard's winning. Although I like the knight. I mean, I could probably put him in another window. I could put him in a different window. That one he'd get lost. And there's the dragon right there. But I really like that orange. I hate to lose, I hate to lose all that if I put him there. And plus, we do have a couple creatures. We have this little dragon. We have this dragon, which will stand out more when I get done painting. We got this little lizard guy and the knight. I like the knight, but I don't know where to put the knight. Or the knight behind which door, though? Behind which door, Devin? You mean like sticking behind the door? What are you talking about? You'll have to give me more information. There's 3 doors. Door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. I refuse to give you advice on collage. Okay, Janet. Well, we'll make it work regardless. But he'll need to be a focal point. We could put him here, but we would lose the orange, which is okay. We would lose the orange, but what do you think? Does he need to be in this window? Have the door in the middle. Oh, I've already glued all this down, Devin. Well, I can't have, oh, you mean just have him peeking out? I can cut him down. I mean, I could cut him and have him peeking out. That's what I did with this lizard. I mean, I could have it like this. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really like that. He kind of gets lost. I mean, I don't have to have the door open to have something looking like it's coming out, like this guy. I just cut off his body. I do like him here, except for the fact that we lose that orange. But I guess I could always paint in some more orange. What do y'all think? Should we put him there? I kind of like him. We're going for it. Okay, we're gonna go with that. All right, so I'm gonna put out some more matte medium. We're gonna glue the night down here. Gonna glue the night right there. Whoops. Gonna glue the wizard down here. Get a card. Do I have a fresh card? I still have one more little dragon if we want to use him too. Okay. All right. I'm not going to use the princess. We're going to put the princess away. And again, this is how I store the extra. Once I start cutting into them and there's lots of loose stuff in them, I just put the whole book in there like that. So all my loose images are all contained. Right, Elisa? You're still here? She just bought her a bunch of those as well. All right, so let's see. Night peeking from some bushes. Yeah, I don't want to make it to that. I kind of like this is working for me. But I do have this dragon. But I'm not seeing where I could put him unless he would be right there. Which I could get rid of this mouse. But I kind of like the mouse too. Because we got the mouse, the lizard, a baby dragon, the other dragon. I'll just save this. And this little tiny mouse here. We'll save him. We'll put him in the fairy book. Okay, so now let me hit it with the heat gun just to get it. Oh, wait. I think I'm done gluing. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue brush back in the water. And then let's clean up a little bit here. We'll get out some paint. All right. Let's move the matte medium. If I need to glue anything else, I'll just use, my Eileen's tacky glue or something. If I have any like little last minute little something to glue down. All right. Let me pick up some of this stuff that I'm stepping on the floor. Put that in the trash. Get some more baby wipes. All right. Let me hit it with the heat gun. How's the lighting looking? Pretty good. Could go just a little darker. Let's see. Let's turn the brightness down just a tad to make it truer to color. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, Longford. Anybody else I miss? Some kind of Brenda, I think. Rebecca. All right. I'm going to turn it over too and dry the back. And this, remember, I was using this for an Inktober base poster sketch. So I'm going to turn it over and kind of just get it all flat as I can. Okay, so now I'm going to just throw this whole thing away. I've got tons of those little trays. Oh, great. Hang on, I just splattered it on the floor. I'm going to throw that away because this is exactly why. Oh, all right, let's move that. Some more baby wipes. Got some trays here. Let's make sure they're not wet. Oh, like that's wet, so I don't want to use that one. That one's dry. Okay, so I got a couple of trays here to put some paint out. This one, are these dry? I think those are dry. Okay, so I have some trays that are dry. Paint, baby wipes. I know my chair squeaks. Oh, brother, Malibu brought me a fish. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Reading chat. I'm looking for anything in caps. Clean my hands off a little because, that does peel. All right. All right, so I know I'm going to pick colors first. All righty. All right. I know I do need to pin up my lights here. They're getting a little in the way. Hang that up. All right. Some black, some white, a couple shades of blue, and orange, and some of this blue, a lighter blue, and maybe a little teal color, maybe a little teal in there. We'll see. And black and white, some sienna, probably some brown, some orange. Move my conspiracy chicken out of the way. Some orange. Do I need anything else? Does that look like enough to start? I think those will be enough to start. All right, let's just go ahead and see. All right, so let's put out some black. Always shake your paints up, even if you just used them yesterday. Well, I'll need more white than that probably, but I'm just going to get it started. Let's get that crusty bit off. This one's almost empty. Blue. This is colonial blue. It's like a slate blue. Then I got some deep midnight. And we're going to go with a little teal kind of off here. Then on the other tray, and I don't care if there's colors underneath, I just ignore them. But, you know, you can always peel these up, you know, if it bothers you to see other colors underneath. But it doesn't bother me to do that. Okay, this dark chocolate's almost gone. I'm going to need to get another one of these out. I know I have one, but okay, we'll see about the dark chocolate and the orange. And then I have this. If I need a bucket of stars, I'll fix that up in a minute. Okay, so there we go. That might be enough to start. Okay, you like to peel the glue? All righty, so let's see what we can do. Take a sip of water. And I do have my Posca and anything else we need. You know, you never know. We might need an axolotl. All right, so let's see. Let me get a couple brushes. I might start with finger painting. I think I'll start with some finger painting, although most of this is going to be kind of little, so I'll have to restrain myself a little and not go crazy. All right, so let's see. I'm going to start at the top and get a little bit of black here. And remember, this is all just my, you know, background paper. And paint will get on the back of this. It's okay. But because I have torn edges, everything is torn, it will all blend much better. Now, I am kind of zoomed in, so I'm going to try to keep in frame. Okay. So let's just go ahead and start by getting us a nice shadow. So I'd start by getting some work going on there. And then if you want to blend any out, because the whole thing is coated with matte medium, is how I can go in here and remove paint very easily and blend. It's because the matte medium allows you to do that. If this was just glued down, if this was all just glued down with, you know, tacky glue or glue stick or whatever, you cannot remove the paint like this and blend it. So that's another trick, if you will, of the matte medium. You can also get in here and just with what's on there and just blend all those white edges. And I mean, this is just a start, just to get them kind of started blending in, so you can, you know, start to feel like your piece is becoming cohesive. Or if I want a little bit more black, I could either do it with my finger, or I can get a little bit paint on here. Maybe blend with my finger. So this is going to take me a minute, guys. I'm going to say this is where I'm doing the painting part, right? Am I zoomed? Can y'all see okay? So I'll be going back and forth between a brush, my finger, the baby wipe, but it's because the matte medium lets me remove paint real easy. And then I'm going to go in here and put stars up in here in the nebula and probably some mist behind the windows. All right, so like right in here, you can see some of the nebula behind there. Maybe I'll take a little bit of teal in there, a little bit of black, a little bit of teal, not to, solid color it in, but just so you can kind of see what's behind here. So you can paint it in. And this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of doing these kind of mixed media collages is these details. But sometimes it's hard to get to this point because it takes a while to look how long it took us to get all that glued down. And I was kind of really hurrying, So if I get it somewhere I don't want it, I can just wipe it off, go back in, lighten it, darken it, whatever. Then we can go in and add little details. I'm going to have watch hands coming out. You can have hills, mountains, rivers, mist. We're going to have a lot. You can have a lot of stuff. But this is the point where you have to just start taking your time a little bit. And I don't know that I'm going to finish it today, but I will post it when it's, if I don't finish it today, this week or whatever, I'll post it on Instagram and so but it's going to be small. This whole big piece here, let me measure it for you guys. Pinky painting. Yeah, this is, Jana, I'm using a ruler, 14.5 by 21. And so it'll be small on IG if I post it, but I'll try to post a couple, close-ups too, All right, so let me go ahead and get my finger back on here and get these edges. Doing some paint, some finger painting. And so I just let it dry on my hands till I'm done. Okay, so there's that side right there. Let's go over here on this side a little bit. And I can go back in after I'm done and put like highlights, on things so that they stand out, like the dragon here, to make sure it stands out from some of the background. But this is the fun part for me, is all the details. And again, if you get paint too much somewhere, you can just wipe it away with the baby wipe because the matte medium will let you do that. Okay. So let's see, all the way around. Let me go ahead and I'm going to just get my baby wipe. I'm going to get a little bit of the black on there. And I'm going to kind of mash it into the baby wipe. I do the same thing when I do mist, but I want to just get, I just want to get a little bit of a, like if you'd have an inked edge, just a little bit of a shadow, if you will. And then maybe I can just start going around some of these white areas. That'll start blending them in. And I'll paint them in better as we go on. But I want like a nice little bit of a shadow around the edge here. But I want it soft. I don't want a line. But what I'm doing here is I'm mashing the paint into the baby wipe. So let's go along this edge over here. Kind of soften it now. Let's get a little bit off. There we go. Okay, go back to some more paint. I'm not looking at chat for a minute, guys. I do kind of have to a little bit of concentration here. Oops, gotta have a clean spot on the baby wipe. There we go. Okay, let's get some of it off that watch right there. Do you hope you don't get nothing? No. Well, so far I'm good. But I wear my clothes that I wear when I'm painting and stuff are my art clothes. So if they get something on them, it's okay. They're my paint clothes. They're my arty clothes. All right, so let's get back in here. I want that to be more brown right in there. So I'm just kind of and we can go in here and paint any kind of details we want. All right, let me get back with my brush a little bit. Back with the baby wipe. Put a little black down there. We'll have little mountains and all kinds of things can be going on back in here. But it's all those little details that are going to take a minute, you know? Maybe a little bridge back there. All this is, behind the thing. I was going to just make it all a wall, but, now we're into the fantasy land. Now we've made it a whole fantasy world, so we're going to roll with it. Right now, I'm just trying to get rid of the white edges on the torn edges here and have it blend. See how it's all blending? And I don't have to fussy cut around every little leaf. Get a little more of my... Okay, I'm going to look at Chad here in just a second. There. All right, so there's our base. There's our base. Just doing this has made such a difference. Yeah, it does, Terry. And then I can go in here and start looking for, first let's go ahead and do, I want to do my stars up and finish the sky. Once I get my space area done, then I start bringing it down like with some mist floating through. So just so you can see what that looks like. But first I want to make sure I have, before I throw down a bucket of stars, I don't want to have to try to paint around every little star. I can always paint over things and then put stars down again, but I'm trying to kind of have it. Let's kind of get that blended in. Now let's go around that. And my watch hands will be, I don't know of all of them, maybe this watch hand, and I'll paint out the part of the hands that are going the wrong way. I'll just paint those out and have them pointing the way I want. Same for this one. But I'm thinking I'm going to want maybe the two watch hands to, maybe this one will go this way. This one will come up behind or through this window and go up to the to this night. So I'll have a watch hand maybe going right off the edge up here, and then this watch hand cutting back through behind here up to this knight. That all watches, all the watch hand, like this one is almost like a moon rather than a watch, Okay, so let's see here. Let me just keep working up here in the sky for a minute. And then you can put a glow around it. Have it a little less flat there. Because I'm going to want to paint close to the dragon's head in a little bit. All right, so I think that's good. Let's go over here now. All right, so let's just go ahead and do something with the stars just so I can start feeling like we're making progress, Maybe, yeah, I like that. I'll put a glow, some kind of like, let me just get a pencil. I'll show you. You can always go in here and add more details with pencil, because pencil will go over your matte medium. It'll go over your matte medium and it'll go over your paint. So you can get in there with other, like I can put a glow around this. Let me dry it first, though. Let me clean my brush. Okay. Get a little bit of the excess paint off, because I'm going to need to get white paint for the glow. All right, so let me move that. Let's move this. Let's dry this real quick. I'll just come back. Yeah, thanks, Starla. Thanks, guys. I got a couple places here. Let me pick up a little paint. This needs got a little something there. Okay. Hi, Shaz. Okay, so now let me get my little brush. This right in here needs to have a little bit of orange and brown, just right behind there, just right behind his little tail there. I didn't want to put black because then we'd lose his little tail there. Okay. And this might be a little vibrant. That may be a little bright. It may need a little bit. I might just put a little. Let me get a little. Hang on. Let me get a little bit of orange on my. Just a touch of orange, maybe. There we go. Just so it's not bright white. There we go. That's better. There's a little some piece of paper. There we go. Maybe a little bit of, let's look around here. Like maybe a little bit more orange in here. Just to knock back some of the bright white in the windows or in the background. You may not be able to tell much, but I can tell when I knock back the brightness of it. Just a touch here and there. We'll probably put a nice glow around the crystal ball. Okay, so I think that's good for a minute. Now let me go ahead and get a bucket of stars. So I just put a little bit of white. And this is the only time I really water down, unless I'm doing a background. If I'm doing a back color book page, then I water it down. But on collages like this, I usually use full strength paint or mash it into the baby white. But I do water down my bucket of stars. Let's get and I use these calligraphy brushes that are real floppy like. Don't look at my hands, Janet. Don't pass out. Okay, so then I'm just going to Get this nice and watered down, and then just kind of cup over it like this so I can tap it and get the excess off. And if you tap and you get too much or too big of stars or foam in the water, then you can just wipe it away because it's coated and everything. So I'm gonna keep tapping a little bit more here. Or if it gets on a window ledge, I can come back in here, any place I don't want the stars, and just wipe it away. Okay. If I get some on the little dragon or just a little bit more. I can have some shooting stars. I can add a couple more planets. But right now I'm just trying to get the background. But again, it's getting on top of some of the window ledges and the dragon and different places. So once I get done, before I let that dry, I'll come in here and just wipe away any place it got where I don't want it. Okay, like right along there. Because the splatter does kind of fly around. Okay, so I think I got most of it. All right, so let's move this out of the way. Let's clean this brush. And then if I want any like bigger stars or anything, let me go ahead and dry this. Suggested a mist. Yes, I'm going to have mist too. Yeah, I already planned the mist. But the thing is, you don't want to put mist down till you get the background done, because then you're trying to paint around the mist. The mist is like the icing on the cake. Just like my watch hands. I don't want to put watch hands on there and then try to fussy paint around them. I have to do it in layers and in steps. But I will show you how the mist will work, even if I have to paint back over the mist. Y'all know I love me some mist. Okay, so if there's any place that I just want it maybe a little bit bigger, and I can go around each one of these with a color like orange or blue, just to give it, just to have a couple larger planets in here, and go in here with, let me get some orange and blue, maybe a little bit more nebula pencils. So let's sharpen. You'll have to be patient. It does take a minute. All right, so if I want more nebula blended coming through here, maybe even a little bit of teal. Let's get a little bit, because I do have that teal in there. Sharpen. You can make it as bright, or I think I need a little lime green. So like I said, all this detail is what's fun for me, but it's also at the end, toward the end, you know what I mean? But I will make sure I go around every little window, the dragon, I'll go around everything and make sure everything is, colored in, added, maybe some more green in the dragon. See how you can just continuously fussy with it. Maybe his little tail down here is a little more green. His little chest is it may need a little blue. It's because it's so bright. Stand out a little. Okay. So we can go around these planets. can have a shooting star at the end. See why it's mixed media? Because there's a little of everything. Okay, I want, what's my black pencil? Oh. You can go back with paint, pencil. You can do, a lot of different things. All right, so let's see. I think I'll have half this be a blue glow right next to the dragon here. And then half of it might be an orange glow. Maybe even a little white. Where's my white pencil? And I'll make that circle neater. And maybe have a star shine right here on the edge. Let me try to get it straight. There we go. All right, same thing for my watch hands. I don't want my watch hands yet because I'm gonna still got lots of other background to do. But let me just keep working on the background here. Are y'all still with the tour? Oh, Fall Fantasy World. Thank you. Yeah, I just got to keep kind of just moving all over the whole thing, right? And again, along the windows, we can make sure everything shows. Give it some highlights, some more shadows. But again, it all does take some time. Let's make our little night maybe have a little bit more of a glow. So you can bring things out. You could add more shadow. But I'll probably work on this for a while today and, post it later on Instagram. Who am I missing? I said, hi, Shelly, Susan. You make it work as a one fab world. That's the point. Now I'll show you some mist too, even though I'm not really to that point yet, but I do want to show you how it looks with mist. But I want to be able to get in all these little areas here. Add some more, maybe some more. Let me get well, maybe I can do it with orange. Probably need but can get in here with some more um, branches coming off here. And I want to take my time and do all these little details. But it does, let's see if I can get, it wants to flash out. Let me make sure this isn't too flashed out. Probably need to turn the brightness down a little bit so it's more accurate. There we go. That looks better. Okay, I need some brighter lime green. Right, and I can always get paint out if my pencils won't be good enough for what my, vision is. I'll get out the paint. I can always get out paint. All right, so let's go back up in here with a little more. Maybe a little bit more glow, a little bit yellow green over here. Get a brown. Okay, I want this to be a little bit more blendy right there. So, or maybe make it a little bit more attached to that. Get me where's my little brush? Oh. Go over here to some of my darker midnight blue. And just kind of soften that edge. So I want to kind of keep that sharp edge there. But I don't want it under here, so that might need to be, do I want some orange under there maybe? Let's put a little bit more orange in here, maybe a little more orange. Let's go around and find where we would need some orange. Probably can use some, let me put some on my finger here, and some, oh, let's see. I'm not seeing anything in caps, so let's see. Hi, Jacqueline. But you have to make sure all your paint's dry too before you start coming in with pencil, because it won't work on top of wet paint. But, you want to take your time and go in all these little nooks and crannies. And it does take a while. And you can go back and forth. Like, I think I need some paint right there. So let me get some paint on my finger right in there. And then smooth it with the baby wipe. Okay. But you have to go around every little bit, every little piece. It just takes time. If you want, like, I want all these little tree branches and things all in here. So, see all those look like, uh, branches going there. I'll just kind of go do a couple in white, but I'll go back over them with some color. See, they can come across the window. Some of them can come over the window, go up into the sky there, come down over the trees, up over these windows, so it can just go all over the place. But again, it's going to take me a while to do all this. Let's put a little highlight on our little friend down here, maybe on his hat, so he doesn't get lost. And then I'm going to want some kind of a glow, maybe an orange glow. Like, he's got these pumpkins around him. So maybe there's an orange and white glow around his crystal ball here. And then some white. And then we'll put maybe a star shine or something right there. Kind of have it coming across his hand there. And then just a tiny, let's see if I can do it with this big one here. I need to dig out my other small pen, but now let me hold it up so you can see. Oh, well, let me dry it and put a shadow. Okay. I'll put let me sharpen here. It's probably hard to see anything I'm doing because it's so tiny, isn't it? So I gave him a little star shine there. Let's put a little orange on it too. Let me sharpen again. Everything gets sharpened. Soften that orange just a little. Bye, Angie. All right, so let me see. I know y'all want to see where the mist is going to go, even though I'm not really ready for it, but I might put some in just so y'all can see. It's only 11, a little after 11, so we're doing good. Time-wise, I mean. And my watch, let's see, maybe do I want to go ahead? And when I do my watch hands, that is one thing that I do get a ruler out for. where's my smaller one? All right, so I know that I want this one to come up maybe through the night. See, I also don't like to make things that are alive look like they're being stabbed with with a watch hand. So I'm kind of careful of that too. I need a gray. Let's see. No, maybe I can use this blue. And I'll go around this as well. So I need to go with every little detail. I want to go with, like just go through the whole piece. All right. All right, so now I'm going to want this watch hand to go behind this window or through part of that window and up to the knight and behind the knight. So it doesn't look like he's getting stabbed in the chest. It'll be like kind of going behind him. So let's see how I want to do that. Just going to go from there, through there, up to maybe through the shield. Do I want it to go through the shield? That might be good. But it looks like it's going through his heart. But maybe it needs to be up more. I mean, I've done it before too, where I didn't like where I put it and I painted it out. I think I'll just have it come maybe through his helmet. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let me see where I want it to stop. Okay. I want to go through here. Behind this window. Right. Then when this dries, I can go back with pencil or another layer of my Posca. But I had to get it straight there. All right, so now, do I want this one to cross over? Or that'll look too much like an X. Or I can just go head that way. I can just head that way. And I can go anywhere I want it to go. But I kind of like it right there. I think we'll just try it right here. Let's just see. And then go back behind here. Or into the window. Do I want it behind the window? I think I want it behind the window. That might be a little too, I might be getting a little too much. But I do kind of like a lot. So, kind of like that. Because I got the star shine there. Now I'm going to need something else kind of glowy somewhere down in here, probably. I'm going to need something else down here. Maybe I might need maybe a little bit of stars or sparkle. I'll just maybe with the mist. Okay, let's see what we can do now with the mist. All right, now this is where I got to really think for a minute. Let me just kind of look at it and kind of concentrate. Because once I start throwing down the mist, it's like, and I probably shouldn't do it until I finish everything in the background, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so what I do is I get the white paint and I mash the white paint into a baby white. Let me get a fresh baby white though, because I don't want color in it. I just want white. Okay, so let's get some fresh white paint now. I'm mashing it into the baby white so I can get it nice and thin. All right, so let me kind of think where I know I want something to come around him. So I've got to kind of think about that. So let me just kind of, in my head, I'm whooshing. Whoosh. Whoosh. Not too much, thin. I'm getting a piece of the baby wipe that has no paint, thinning it just a little. Now I'll go get some more. Okay, let's do some more whoosh. Do the baby dragon there. This needs to be more to paint, get some paint back in here. Let's see, let's get a little bit of black back in here. Okay, let's get the white again. And I'll have tree branches and other things going on around here. Let's send that out. And this will come around here. Because it looked too symmetrical. See, that's what I always worry about. I don't like anything to look too symmetrical. You can have a little break in the mist right there. I'm looking. All right, let's see. Yes, whooshing. The waterfall and the lava on the right. I can make waterfalls, but if I do too much over here, like let's just say I can do this. Wait. It's going to draw your eye off the page, you know, and I have to be careful of that. You know? But it can be a little less intrusive. Did y'all know I like me some waterfalls too? But if I do any of those, it'll be something little and way in the background, like these tree branches and stuff. You know, they're going to be coming out and, you know. So I'm kind of liking this so far. This right here is bugging me. There we go. That's better. Not so bright. And I could have water coming down there. It almost looks like water's coming down already, you know? But for right now, let me go ahead and get some, where's my blue? So when I have this the shadow and a little bit of highlight, it knocks back the bright whiteness of this. And it makes it a little more fade in the background. It's probably hard to tell. But, all right, let's see what we can do. And I'm going to move this back paper. I'm going to back this up. Hang on. Where's my mouse? Move this. I've got to make room. And I can hold it up. Let's kind of bend it. It's got a little twist on the ends here. So I'll work on it the rest of the day and post it. Post it sometime today. So there we go. What do y'all think? Does it need? Could probably use. It can use a few things. I can use a few things. I can look at it and see. Like this needs some branches or something right in here. There's like a hole right here, and it needs I don't know what I do with my orange pencil. Where'd my orange pencil go? Well, all the other colors right there, but the orange is. Let me get another one because I don't know where the orange one went. Just need something right in here. And then I'll put some more tree branches and things. Same thing for right here. This kind of has a sharp edge right there. So we'll kind of get rid of that sharp edge. Not the window edge, but this back space there, the negative space. This can be a little. Same thing for right in here a little bit. Orange. I'm just kind of looking around where it might need some orange or, another color. And I leave some of it to your imagination. What to fill in with your own imagination. Again, going over some of the little creatures and stuff to, the pumpkins, the leaves, making all this stand out a little bit more. What do y'all think? Can y'all see where I need, where I might need something else? I think I need some more teal right in here. Maybe make the wings a little bit more. And I can add some extra. Where's my Posca? See, more dramatic. And do the same thing, like maybe these little, maybe there's little lights inside the little lanterns over there. Maybe I want to make the eyes of these little pumpkins to be a little bit more dark so they'll stand out. Not stand out, but see them a little better. Let's put a little thing around the. And a little more black right in here. So anyway, but I'm going to go around all the details and see if I can just bring some stuff out, Let's kind of make this swirl around here a little better. Not too much. I don't want sharp lines, but I might want a little bit of extra something, something. Same thing for this little guy's little wings. These little ears. Go back up on the little knight up here, give him a little more glow. Oh, I'm not seeing anything in chat. Do y'all have any questions, comments? What do y'all think? Do we do okay with our poster today? Behind that door there. This needs to curve more. I don't really want it going off the edge here. That's better. Just finding a few highlights. Thank you. Thank you, Anne. Well, I think I'm going to stop, guys. I need a break. And I probably will, I'll tweak it and stuff before I post it. Branches, more branches and things going in and behind. But let me see if I can just kind of hold it up here so you can kind of look at it. I'll post some close-ups too. There's our little baby dragon there. I do see that I think this crystal ball needs to be more rounded in here. So you can really tell that it's a crystal ball. That's better. Thank you, Janet. His robe probably could come down a little. There's the little mouse. So his crystal ball's kind of So anyway, but yeah, I'll do some more little details and tweak it, and then I'll take a picture, some pictures of it, and yeah. So we have not read this week. We have not read this week out of our books and our chat questions. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me get a sip of water. And then I guess I'll head on out, finish this up, post some pictures, think about tomorrow's Inktober. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Today was mushrooms. If y'all missed it, it's posted. Alrighty, moving things around, shifting things. All right, so let's go ahead and read out of our 1001 Ways to Creativity. Again, if you have an Society of Idea Collector notebook to put down your ideas, your quotes, whatever you like, any inspiration or ideas that you get, then write them down. We're almost done with this book. Then I think I might either find a new one or go back to the old one. Rachel got us this one a few years ago. We've been working through it for some years. So you're welcome. Okay, so again, some quotes have attribution, some don't. I may or may not agree with all the quotes, but I read them all. You take them for what you want or what you get out of them. And if you get an idea, write your idea down. Okay, here we go. Oh, we read that one last week. You should keep on painting no matter how difficult it is, because this is all part of the experience. And the more and the more experience you have, the better it is, unless it kills you. And then you know you've gone too far. Let me get a sip of my water here. Often great success follows hard on the heels of a creative person's most disastrous failure. Ann Mason. You're welcome, Ann Mason. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Let me move it over here so maybe you can see it while I'm reading. People watching is one way to get new, fresh ideas if you're having trouble with your current idea. You are never a failure if you are enjoying creating. Nothing's a better cure for writer's block than to eat ice cream right out of the carton. I'll read one more. There's an old saying that when you fall off a horse, you should get straight back on. Similarly, don't retire from creative work when something doesn't work out. The sooner you make a start on your next project, the more quickly you will forget about earlier failings. I'll read two more pages, and then I'll do our little chat pack. One way to pretty much guarantee failure tomorrow is to be blind to the faults in what you created today. Go for a stroll with the camera and resolve to take a certain number of pictures before you return home. Sometimes those pictures can help spark a new idea and get your creative juices flowing. Sometimes too much encouragement by others or towards others can bring creativity and spiritual development to a standstill. Last one. Keep a diary of what you created, how you created it, and whether you were pleased with the result. When creativity seems like hard work, look back at times when you found it easy, and perhaps you can find clues there as to how to open the gates of creativity once more. All right, so we'll stop there. And then I'll read a couple of questions. Now, don't answer these questions in chat. You just think you can write the questions down and go think about them and write down your answers or your what do you call it? Inspiration or whatever, your thoughts on it. Oh, thank you, Debbie Bruce. All right, let me pull out two here. I'll read two, then we'll head out. After lunch, I'll finish up this and post it on IG with the dimensions. I always try, if it's some weird size, especially, I try to post the dimensions. Or in the case of my Inktober, I put a pen, my Bic pen or my Copic liner pen next to the image so you can kind of tell what size it is. I always appreciate that when someone tells me the size of whatever they're making. Okay, two questions here. Aside from any family, friends, or pets, what would be the most difficult thing for you to give up in your life? Again, don't answer. Just think about it, write the question down, and go contemplate, meditate, think on. All right, and then one more question. If a local radio station offered to let you have your own 30-minute show each weekday morning, what type of show would you have? Of course, those of us that do YouTube, we're doing it. But if you're not a YouTuber or you're not doing a podcast or whatever, what 30-minute show each weekday morning would you like to have? And think about that hard, because here's the thing. You can put out what everything that you're thinking or love, or your ideas, not necessarily painting or drawing or something like that. But if you're going to put out your political views, your spiritual views, your thoughts and ideas, you have to be either prepared to fight about it in a chat. Because I'm telling you right now, you got, it's fine if you got two or three people in your, even then it can get, you know, and we don't do that here. But you have to be prepared if you're on a pot. Now, if you're on a radio show, like the question said, unless you're having people call in, you're just throwing out your thoughts out there, and it's not going to you're not going to have a fight because nobody's there to fight with you. But you have to think about that. What's the purpose of, like, my show here is to inspire, encourage, to create, and to make things. My show is not to fight and argue. That's why I say if people start getting into that, we say just go to Facebook, go to X, go to Twitter X, go somewhere else, because it just, we don't do that here. But you can have that kind of show if you want, but be prepared for people to say, yeah, no thanks, I'm not going. And that's not why I go to creative shows. I don't go to YouTube channels that are supposed to be painting, arting, drawing, creating, and then go over there and argue politics. That's not why I go. But it's your show, it's your channel, you can do whatever you want. But just think about it. What kind of show would you have if you did not? Hi, Amy. If you didn't have a YouTube channel or a podcast, what kind of show would you have? So there we go. All right. Well, here we go, guys. This is all I'm going to do for today. I'm going to head out, finish this after lunch, and post it. Follow me on Instagram, because you never know where you might find a conspiracy theory. There might be a conspiracy theory. All right, guys. Well, it's fun. I like to have fun here. That's All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your week, and we'll see. Don't forget, Christopher comes on at 2 every day, every weekday. And is there anybody else that wants to throw out their channels? Go ahead and tell us when you stream if you want. Put it in there real quick. Put it in there now. Hi, Jane. I know Miriam. Miriam, what day? Do you have a specific time, Miriam, or you just come on when you want? Like Beth Shoe, not Beth Shoe. Beth Shoe has a time. Aunt Beck has, I think she comes on, I think she might come on Wednesday afternoons. Mary comes on, Sunday nights. Xander comes on Sunday afternoons. Of course, Janet comes on every Monday right after me. Well, right an hour after me on Mondays. And I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 to about now to 12, about 3.5 hours. So Kathy and Colleen alternate on Tuesdays. You're welcome, Barbara. Thank you, Julie. You have a wonderful Wednesday too. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Bye.